So good to see you today. I'm so glad you're here to listen to our Bible story today. Today, our story is about giving good gifts and how we can do that. Jesus was talking to lots of people, and he wanted them to know that giving good gifts is a good idea. There's lots of different examples in the Bible of people giving good gifts. And Jesus wanted us to know how to give good gifts and how we can share God's love by giving to others. We can give to others. I want to share with you today a Bible story, but I wasn't going to tell you it. I've asked Truella and Rudy to retell a story from the Bible. It's found in the book of Ruth. So I asked Truella and Rudy if they could tell you the story as if they were Ruth and Boaz. Okay? Are you guys ready to hear the story? Me too. I'm really excited. I'll see you in a couple seconds.
Hi, my name's Truella, but in this story today, I'm going to be Ruth, okay? A long time ago, when I was living in the land of Moab, I was just a little tiny girl. And when I was a little girl, a new family moved to Moab. They had 2 boys and a mom and dad. Well, after a little while, when we were all grown up, I married one of those boys. He was so cute. I loved being married. But after some time, his dad died. And then even more time, my husband died. And then it was just me and my mom, Naomi, and my sister-in-law. Well, finally, after some time, we needed to figure out something to do. So we decided to go back to Israel, where Naomi was from. So we went to Israel. But the problem was, we didn't have any money. We didn't have any food, and we just needed to get some food. So one day, I said to Naomi, Naomi, can I go get some food? And she said, yes. The way that it works is you can go and pick up whatever is left after people have harvested the wheat. So that's what I did. I went and started collecting the wheat. Now, I ended up at Boaz's field. Yes, I did. His name was Boaz. I'll let Boaz tell you the story now. Just a second.
My name is Boaz. That's right. My real name is actually Rudy, but I'm pretending to be Boaz. Yeah. So I own a great big wheat field, and at harvest time, people come and they harvest the wheat. One day, I noticed a new girl was collecting wheat. I found out who she was, and I made sure she was safe and that she had lots and lots of food. I wanted to make sure that she was well taken care of. God had been good to me, and so I wanted to be good to Ruth. After some time, I made sure Ruth had some food and that she could take some home to Naomi, who was a relative of mine.
Boaz was so nice. He gave me extra food and made sure I had water. He gave me really, really good gifts. And he kind of was sneaky about it. He didn't tell anyone else. He just made sure that I had enough. It was so kind of Boaz. He was so kind to me. I went home and I told Naomi all about all the nice things that had happened. And she said, who gave you all of this? And I said, a man named Boaz. And she said, oh, good. He's someone who could help us. Guess what? After some time, Boaz and I got married. Boaz was generous. he gave me very good gifts and was kind and showed me what God's love is all about. So that's the story of Ruth and Boaz. I like that story reminds me that I can be a good gift giver. What do you think, Rudy? Absolutely, Truella. I think that God is a good gift giver, and I think that he gives good gifts. We should give good gifts to others. I agree. We should see what else Leora has to say. Yeah. Okay, bye, guys.
Didn't Truella and Rudy do a really good job telling that Bible story? Good job, guys. Thank you so much for sharing our Bible story today and reminding us that God is generous and he gives good gifts, and we can do the same thing to others. You guys did forget one of my favorite parts of that story, though. What was that? Well, when Boaz went to go and make an agreement to make sure that he was going to marry Ruth, do you know what he did? Instead of shaking her hand, do you know what? No, what? He gave the other guy his sandal. I know, right? So funny. In order to agree, sometimes we shake hands now, but back then they would give each other a sandal as an agreement that they were both on the same page, that they were going to do what they said they were going to do. Pretty funny part of the story. But one of my favorite things about that story is that God gives good gifts. And Boaz showed Ruth and Naomi what it means to be a good, generous gift giver. He didn't make a big show of it. He didn't tell everybody in the world what he was doing. He just did what he knew was right, and he helped take care of Ruth and Naomi. And that's how we're supposed to give gifts. We are supposed to give gifts because that's what God wants us to do, not because that's something that we will get a special prize for. We can be nice and we can give good gifts, just like God gives us good gifts. Isn't that right, Truella? What do you think, Rudy?
Yeah, I do like getting gifts. And I guess I do like giving them too.
Yeah, me too. Sometimes it's hard though. I want someone to notice and say thank you. Well, of course, Truella. It is nice when someone says thank you when you give them a good gift. But it's not why we give them a good gift. We give them a good gift because God asks us to. All right, that's all for our story today. I hope you have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye, everyone.